To anyone out there functioning while depressed, I want you to know that you matter. Your pain is valid. You're not alone. Don't wait until you break down before your healing process starts. Let the healing begin before you forget what joy feels like. So, hello everyone. This is Unfiltered Wonders, and if this is your first time or being on my channel, I want you to know that this channel is a behind the scene of my life and a journey of my growth, grace, and all that. So today I'm going to be talking about functional depression. Why? Because this is something I've experienced. This is something I've encountered before, and to be very, very honest with you, I feel like a lot of young people out there, this is exactly what they face. They come on social media, they post, they laugh, they do a lot of stuff. They go to work, they go to school, they do their businesses, they entertain you online, they even encourage you and all that. But deep down, when they're alone, they are drowning. Mentally, they are not stable. A lot of young people are depressed, but online, they are happy. So, permit me to say we have a lot of happy people online than happy people in real life. So, functional depression is real, alright? It's as real as you having a physical illness. So, I can say that it's a wound, but it's not a physical wound, right? You know this point in your life where you get tired, not because you didn't sleep or because you didn't eat or because you were stressed at work. You know this kind of tired that comes from the soul. When it gets to that point, I feel like you need to let it out, right? You're hurting, you need to heal. You need to speak out. You need to understand that, okay, this is not the end of the road. Now, what am I talking about is sometime last year, I think around April or May. Yeah, either April or May, I was down, I was depressed. So, but then I was still, doing my normal activities, engaging people, making them to laugh, encouraging the ones that I could. But deep down, I was drowning. I felt this numbness. I felt this weakness, this unusual kind of weakness that comes from the soul. And there's this hopelessness you get to feel when you're depressed and still functioning. Now, the point is, I didn't know how to express myself because a lot of things went wrong as at that time. So, I needed to, I think I made a post on my WhatsApp status, and a friend of mine, God bless him for reaching out to me. I actually had 3 friends then, and when I made the post, they read meaning into what I posted, right? So they called me and were like, "Wonders, what's wrong with you? What's going on?" The first time I was like, I'm fine, I'm cool. And there's this thing about, being depressed and still functioning. People always see you to be strong. Why? Because you still do those things that you usually do, right? So deep down, I was like, how am I going to say this so it doesn't attract pity or make it look like maybe I'm trying to engage people, make them feel pity for me. So I spoke to my friend in confidence. I told this person, okay, this is what I'm experiencing at this point. This is what led to this, and this is, the point I am right now. And to be very, very honest with you, a lot of negative thoughts came to my head. But when I spoke to these friends of mine, they did not just encourage me, but they followed me up. They made sure that at every point I didn't feel, this loneliness, because it's when you're alone. Loneliness doesn't necessarily mean that you're the only one in this room. Have you felt this loneliness and emptiness before, that people can be in a room, but you're not feeling their presence? Yes. So they followed me up. They made sure that at every point in time, they got to engage me in 1 or 2 activities, to shake it up. I lost interest in a lot of things that I love so much, and I'm bringing it on here because I've passed that phase, and I'm telling you how I was able to pass it, how I was able to overcome it. It wasn't easy. I was draining, I was losing weight. Usually my weight was around, then I do weigh around 60 to 65 kg. But then I lost weight and I was weighing 57, 58, I think 57, 58. Here is the lesson. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this video, I want you to pick up your phone now. Reach out to that your friend that is always strong. You know that your friend that every time they're always fine. Every time they're the ones encouraging you. Every time they're the ones, trying to push you, trying to make sure that you do those things that you love and those things that you ought to do. Call them, Ask them sincerely, how are you doing? How are you coping? How is work? Is work stressing you mentally? Is school stressing you? Is your family giving you problem? All these things. You see that at the end of the day, these people need this encouragement that they give us. They need this advice also, and they need this support, because a lot of young people out there, believe you me, are living in depression, yet they are functioning. I got to know about this because I experienced it, and a lot of people didn't know that, okay, at this point, one dash is depressed. So what am I saying? There are people who laugh through panic. These people, they can post in numbness. They can cry in silence. Like, they can literally finish crying now and also come out looking strong, rather. Now, if this is your story, hear me out. You are not weak. You are not what? You are not weak. Rest is not failure. Healing is allowed. Please talk to someone, seek solution. So if you need someone you can talk to, or you need someone you can relate to, please drop a heart. Share this video to someone you think might need it. Subscribe to this channel for more. Like, and we're gonna see you later. Thanks for joining. Bye.